What's up, guys? Hope you're enjoying our Vinland Saga reaction. If you guys want to get early and uncut access, just hit us up on our Patreon or hit us with that like and that subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top, and I'm over here at Canute Tank Top, hanging out with my very good friends Dustin and Morgan Drace over there at the Dojo Drace. How you feeling over there, Drace? Is on a scale of Thorfinn, who's frozen in place, to a thorfinn who is like, don't you fucking touch that! My favorite guy who I'm gonna kill. How you guys feeling going into this next episode? We're talking about Vinland Saga, by the way, guys. How you guys feeling going in there with guys?
I mean, if I'm gonna go out, I might as well go out with the, just do it. Just, let's fight. Let's go.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, you want to know also, what I mean, even though I should have put this in the run-ins. I would kind of be a Bjorn. It's like I'm just gonna pop mushrooms and just fucking get weird with it.
Yeah, I'm Canute face down in the snow. Just fuck. I don't want to be around anymore.
Right. Just not moving. A perpetual Jurassic Park, T-Rex thing. Like, I just won't move.
Yeah.
It's like,
and no one will fucking and no one will say anything. You know what I mean?
You invented planking and you didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to jump into it. You guys just want to go?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready. Let's get ready to a rumble. All right, we appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with us as we go through Vinland Saga. If you guys want to get early and uncut access to the next episode of VS, and you guys want to get it before anybody else does, you guys can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. It is the best way to support the channel. Pony up $5 at the Toon tier, and that gets you full and uncut access to all of our Vinland Saga coverage, including episodes 19 and 20. Right now, we're Oh, and that's probably very alluring to him. I know what a real warrior is. Come on.
Now you've upset the baby.
Couldn't possibly be disrespectful.
You shook.
You can do that there, but if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like, subscribe, ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. But yeah, so I guess Netflix ordered from the beginning, new anime order of One Piece, not live action.
Because there's only 1,000 episodes of the.
Oh, I think they want to condense it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Tire him out.
Exhaust him. All you can do, waste his time.
They're loving it.
He's like, not the fit.
You gotta go for the head.
Oh, that was a psychological cheat.
Yeah.
And then bring up the dead dad. Getting in his head.
Oh, so it's like even more incentive to take his ass out, honestly.
This kid.
He's Oscar Tully energy, man.
Yeah.
Don't you laugh at him. He's my friend.
He's like, and I don't consider that of any of y'all.
Yeah.
Punk ass bitches, all y'all. Damn. Shit. It's a good setup. It's a great setup. I mean, they brought to bear a bunch of other, this fight now has a lot more writing on it.
Well, and for him to be like, yeah, he was stronger than me.
That's why I want to fight you.
Nice, you used to sleep through the fight. Perfect.
This is you.
Yes. My ideal.
That is so gnarly. That's me every morning.
Buddy.
I don't want to wake up. I just want to stay asleep forever.
You're tired.
I'm very tired.
Oh wait, he's talking to his ghost, Egghead, Baldy.
Yay, Baldy. He's got the blood stain.
Oh, damn.
No.
Fucking conehead, man.
Your
Nah,
first
you're
ghost.
dying.
Motherfucker, do I look alive?
Not alive. We're both dead. Well, not really.
夢なのだなラグナル
はいお別れを
Oh
申し上げに
no. This guy.
あなた様をヤルルとしてではなくごく普通のそれこそ農民が我が子を育てるが
That'll make him a good ruler.
それが陛下のお望みではないと知りつ
I
つ
should have tried to do both. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
yeah, I
li-
should
little
have
bit of both.
put a sword in his hand, you know.
Yeah, like he raised a full Robin Aaron, basically.
お前
Here.
は父親陛下より僕自身の
Robert Aaron had that glow up.
くれた
Yeah, but like he just didn't say anything. Like as soon as he opened his mouth, we would have been like, "Oh shit, right? He's still Robin Aaron."
僕はお前の子に生まれて
He
い
just
た
wanted to be a regular guy. Just a fella.
よかったかと
It's true. Aristocracy's not fun for anybody.
Yeah, it sucks.
It hurts us
ご
all.
ざいます天下
行かないで
Man,
Aw.
Papa.
You're giving Ragnar so much shit.
Well, cause he's.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
He's
we
a
were
good guy.
up until that death scene. I mean, like he really won me over in that death scene.
失って知ることがございます
ラグナル
私めのことは夢でございます
Oh, that was you talking to yourself.
戻れ
お健やかに天下
And a good day to you too, Your Highness.
I said good day.
You're just gonna be covered in gore.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Pieces of horse. Jeez.
I feel like they haven't really like overutilized this element of this yet. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
waited until like I think we saw this in like episode like 4 or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
痛みはございませんか
This guy's also. Maybe this is my energy. I'm just gonna
I'm
drink through
getting
this
fucked
war.
up, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like, yeah.
gonna fucking drink.
あなたは勝者のものになります
I think you think of yourself as Canute. I think you are actually are like you're a little more
死に
activated
たいも 者
than
は
that.
死
You
な
know
せ
what
て
I
や
mean?
ればよいのです
It's better with those who wish to die, die.
They die, they die, man. Let the girls fight. They're having fun.
夢を見た
Look how happy he is.
ラグ
Yeah, this is like watching fucking MGT and Loomer fucking duke it out on Twitter and shit.
もうこの地上に私を愛してくれる者はいなくなった
Nobody loves me anymore.
しかしよ手応えなかったなこいつ
Oh,
ら
they're taking all
つ
their
い
shit.
奴らに
How you get new shoes? You gotta kill a guy.
まだ大社の決闘続いてんのか
They're still fighting.
秒殺だろな
They
ら
went shoe shopping while this duel was.
Yeah, yeah.
Moit him. Oh, he got some blood.
Ooh,
Okay.
he got some.
He got him. Got a little taste.
Where? I'm so stoked.
マジかよあの大
Where
将
is he? Where is he?
お前にかなうやつは俺の手下に5人といないだろう
Shit.
I feel like did he rip that off already? Oh no, that was the
No,
other
that was
guy.
like another jet. Oh, I think that was Askeladd.
ロンドンでは急所狙いで踏み込んで痛い目を見たとどめは奴の動きを止めてからだ
Yeah, you gotta get his Achilles heel and his
Yeah.
yeah.
強いがお前の剣は
Ooh.
ならそいつ相手にコテンパンのてめえは何なんだよ
そうさ
Ha.
俺にも足りないウォルズのこのお前からならそれを学べると思ってたんだが
The children can teach us so much.
本当の戦士ってなんだ
You're asking the big questions today.
No, I think they're both getting pressed in their more simplistic views of the world.
彼はこのままここに打ち捨てられ獣や虫に惜しみなく与えるでしょう
Being very helpful. He's just gonna be very helpful.
死は人間を完成させるのです
Jesus, goth kid, hanging outside a hot topic. It would be a radical act of love if all the humans just stabbed themselves in the head and fed the
そんなには
animals.
期待してなかった
Yeah.
姑息な手よ
I'm worried he's acting out of
愛の本
anger.
質が死だというのか
That's what gives it its meaning, maybe?
ならば
True.
親
差別です王にへつらい奴隷に鞭打つことと 大してか
Dang.
This is some Satanism shit.
王子殿下は他の誰
Yeah.
よりも大
Did a
切な人
Satanist write this?
Yeah.
彼のあなたに対する心弱い思い
I
は
mean, this is the tenets of Satanism.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was that based in like Viking shit?
Could have
I
been.
mean,
Maybe some old pagan
I
shit.
think LeVay was a huckster, so probably.
Oh, he was 12. Oh my god, the more I can learn about that guy. Oof, ew.
霧が晴れてい
But, you know, they go for our they do the lawsuits that I like, so thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
No,
Satanists, for the
them as
lawsuits.
far as the political entity is pretty fun.
Appreciate it.
この雪が愛なのだな。
そうです
Dude, which one of these guys actually took up mushrooms?
I know, it's like, who is more on mushrooms?
Yeah, right,
Who's more on mushrooms right now? These two?
It's so counter.
Yama.
It's so counter to the type of mushrooms that I've imbibed in my life. Like they're actually on mushrooms in my experience.
私たちがこのような生き物になってしまったのは遠い祖先が神に背き
Eve was weak, you know. That
Eve
woman.
was weak.
Woman.
Eve was weak.
That's why they're
Say
whores.
it. Say it, woman.
楽
Say
園
it.
からです
Ooh. Oh.
Kick the kid into the sky? Like it's like this kicked him into the sun like fucking the good place.
He literally booted him like 40 yards for a field goal.
Now when the kids say yeet,
yeah,
that was
he
a
was
yeet.
yeeted.
Yeeted.
晩作尽きたか
He was yeeted and skeeted.
when them little kids when they say that.
Wow.
Oh my god, this interesting episode.
This is a really cool episode. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay. Oh no, because the
They're gonna say,
mushrooms,
is he
they'll
like-
just you can't control it.
Yeah, he's like full Hulk.
Sun is getting real low, buddy.
殿下お逃げになった方が良いでしょ
He's like, but I want to become love.
正気の人間が
Man,
この世の
we're
ど
just
こにい
getting
るのか。
existential with this fucking.
Telling
with
you,
these two
Satanists
guys.
are insufferable.
皆同じだ。
Really are.
There's not anybody that's really bought in on anything is
愛する
super
ことを
fucking
知らぬのであろ
insufferable.
うか。
Man.
それでも追い求めよというのか。天の父よ。
Oh, did he just square up? Huh.
哀れな戦士。
Miserable war.
最も愛より遠き者。
Because he's
He's gonna
tripping
mind freak him a
balls.
little bit. He's gonna fuck
Yeah.
with his brain a little bit and kind of get him back online.
我々の生は試され耐え続けるためにのみあるというのか。
Just trying to get those gears working. He's trying to get that brain working. Oh,
Dang. The sun is getting real low, I guess.
it is.
Yeah.
He was like, whoa, man. This is what's in this mushroom tea. This patch is strong, man.
Putting a oh.
Oh, a radical.
Whoa.
See, it's like, you know what?
Putting the flour in the fucking gun barrel.
我々の手でこの地上に再びの楽園を。
Exactly. You know, these evangelicals are just so waiting for Jesus to come back, and then we're not gonna like actually deal with like fucking
Actually
reality.
do some cool shit, you know? Yeah.
Like actually.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
無事か。
We were hugging you, idiot.
動くな。腹をやられている。ビリバルド。
It's like that chivalry thing where you patch them up
こ
once
の
the
者の
fight
手
is
当てをしと
over.
け。私は散った馬を捕ま
Well,
え
he's
る。
just taking command. He's acting like a
Yeah.
fucking prince. You
手伝
This
え。
know,
is
like,
what it is to rule.
奇跡を見ました
黙って手当てにかか
Perform
れ
a。miracle, asshole.
Go do it.
あんたはトルケル軍に引き渡すでないと俺の仲間が
you will do no such
もっと
thing.
よ。
何のためにズタボロになったと思ってんだボケ
こんな戦いに意味などない。
It's like, you fucking idiots. What the
私
fuck are you doing?
私のそなたたちの戦いに生と死に意味を与えてやろう。
Whoa.
Yeah, if you're gonna throw away your life on nothing, why don't you throw away your life on whatever
王
the
の
fuck you're
務め
doing?
だ。
Dude, okay. Blow up.
Epic, like, just
The balls on Canute had a couple of hiding a couple
I mean, even in
smuggling
that last
couple
couple of
brass
frames, the
balls.
way that they like drew the face was just a titch more masculine. Like, you know
Which
what I mean?
I'm
Just like
kind of like
right. No, I
I'm
get
fi-
it.
I'm finding
I know
the
exactly where you're
shade
going
in
with
it.
this. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
finding the shade
Right.
in it. I'm like, okay, so I see what you do.
Yeah. But just more to feel like you guys are all fucking stupid. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but it's true. But I feel like that's almost way more feminine energy where we're like,
Oh, 1,000%. Absolutely.
but guys are like, no, I'm gonna fight.
Or maybe there's like an inverse thing where he goes like to assume like an actual mantle of masculinity, you have to be able to embrace that other with those aspects to which are within every single person. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you
because
know.
I think that there's certain this type of thing on within fights, right? If they're like political differences, they're like, this king, I want that king. There is this thing on like with certain men where it's like whatever team they're on, it's more about the satisfaction of like the fight than the
absolutely.
ideals.
Yeah.
And like if they
Pure animalistic id, you know what I mean?
and you're
kind of
like,
type shit.
like it'd be a little bit more helpful
Yeah.
if you were a little bit more.
Could we think about
strategic.
this for just a second? You know what I mean? And that was like kind of Canute, that was sort of like what Canute was like. I mean, like, I am literally lying in the snow with a drunkard, like contemplating the nature of
real big
love,
questions.
of love and life and death and what actual care is. You know what I mean? Like, from people that I care about, like, and like all that kind of stuff and all of that type of stuff. And you are a literal monster, like an animal, and not to say that. I mean, I think that there was also like a kind of a way that they invoked like what nature is, and the fact that like at the very least, like in death you end up like at least give, and fully giving and contributing back to the thing that made you.
You're truly a part of the world. Because I mean, honestly, like weirdly, like I feel like this kind of has like a low-key, like it's like the difference between actually ruling, which is a lot of fucking compromising and care and actually giving a fuck or having conversations.
Yeah.
Very few like kings actually care about ruling. It's more about the
Certainly
conquering and
kings.
owning.
Certainly
Yeah.
kings, yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
and why do you think Catherine? I mean, I'm not saying they're perfect, not saying they're great, but like, there's a reason where like Renaissance was a lady, Elizabeth was like Elizabethan. There was like there was at least an arts program. Like I don't know, like she wasn't great. Like, but you think about her rule and you think about building and
yeah.
So also, she's gonna dash in those dark side thing. It was England, right? But
I mean,
you're like,
it comes with the territory.
where
you know what I
Catherine
mean?
the Great was like the Great Awakening, or the when they were thinking about humanism and shit,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, that idea of I just want to conquer, get this thing and own it, but I want to hold on to it. Then I want to fight everybody. But it's like, well, what do you want to do with it? Are you interested in the humans, or are you just interested in
Yeah.
Hoarding.
hoarding?
Yes.
And I feel like very few kings were ever interested in actually ruling. They were interested in conquering.
They were either kind of more, they fall into two relative categories, which is just like where they sort of are either trying to sort of take their own, I don't know, like insecurities, what have yous, whatever, and they expound those into the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they like will just kind of essentially over inundate their own self-satisfaction. They just like waste away. Certainly like in this type of an era, like up until like maybe like the 18 and to like the early 1800s or something like that, or like late 1700s.
Catherine the Great would never punch a horse. She was no, I'm just kidding. Why am I perpetuating the slander? But I think she probably would have thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, she like,
are you still saying that?
Like, whoa, that guy's
Maybe
awesome.
I fucked my
dude. Like,
couch.
yeah.
Somebody
Totally.
during her time just totally JD Vanced her. Like, she's like, I didn't fuck my horse. They're
Totally.
like, wait, they made a statement at the palace that she didn't fuck her horse. Why would she say that? Like,
Right, well, why would you
definitely
have,
fucked that
to say
horse.
that you didn't? Yeah. The there's one element of the fight that is like, because again, there were like two kind of things that we were sort of keeping tabs on. We're like tabs on like this whole Canute sort of really sort of having this kind of very, very like intense like spiritual awakening and shit like that. And then we also had like the fight, like just a fight between like the two boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and but there was interest. I think there was I think the bigger, much more like kind of just huge like kind of questions, you know, that does set this show apart from most was happening on the Canute end. But there was some really interesting shit in so far as like I also just love that like there's like it's like Thorkel is sort of like, again, he's kind of like that sort of, you're like kind of envious of this sort of himbo, like where he's like, maybe some people would be like, well, I don't know, like why the fuck haven't you figured it out? It's like why haven't you beat me? Why haven't you beat me? You're dangling this in front of me. Why the fuck are you taking so long? It was like, oh, I probably got some learning to do too. And it's like super fun. It's like he doesn't even know that he's spitting like crazy ass. Like it takes some people like years to get to realize that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and so, but
everybody's on a journey in this episode. They all have this like thing. He's on a journey to like learn to be like the perfect fighter, and he just had there's something. He's like, oh, I'm missing something.
Yeah.
But also
Or
because
like,
this man knows his dad, I wonder if he's like, you know.
Your dad knew it, and I want to know what.
Well, like, he's like, oh man, like it's kind of my father speaking to me beyond the grave, because this man is like, shit that.
They were both
his
visited
dad,
by ghosts in a certain sense.
Kind of,
Yeah.
right?
You know, like especially the whole thing, like where, because he was like, yeah, your dad was a warrior. He didn't tell you that. Because I think that was the whole element that I think I'm sure was kind of intimated, but he definitely spelled it out like a little more clearly here. Where he goes like, yeah, like, because I would bet that old Tor's over there. He was like, I'm not gonna tell him any of the shit that I did, because the shit that I did was fucking horrible. Like it was just like this. You know, he is kind of like Canute, as in he kind of sees. He probably at that point saw beyond it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the thing, it's like the thing that everybody lauds me for, the thing that people admire me for, the things that everything would work, and it doesn't mean shit. And it doesn't.
You can even imagine. Okay, take the most like righteous cause where you're like, I literally beat up Nazis, but within that, like it's still you're like, shit. This was a righteous cause. This was like we needed to, you know, get in there, but like. What it looks like in person, and these are people, no matter how like, and you don't know and it's like you really get a fucking fucks with your head, and then you're like, yeah, I can brag about it.
We're hanging out right now. We are living right now in a nation that where like there's a good chunk of people that are just down with fascism. Like you ain't like like in a very serious way. Does that make us evil? Like you know, like does that make me evil? Like in the scenario that I share, that you know, it's all that stuff. And then also just like that's something that like literally like you talk to. I've seen it like, you know, I've read them and seen them in like a bunch of different interviews and shit like that. You know, like where they just always say like, it's like, you know, man, like it's like I killed myself out there. I killed a kid that looked just like me. He could have been a friend of mine. We could have grown up together, like, you know, like all that type of stuff. I mean, like and so I think that's what was impressive about this show, or that was the most impressive thing. It's like, it's as much fun and as cool, and they amped it up. They did the anime thing. They're like, they're gonna fight this big thing. Like we're stoked. Yeah. And I just kept wanting to go back to like the crazy, you know, like shit. You know what I mean? Like, because they're really like the whole like love is death thing was like, I'm just like, whew, okay, like, you know, like I kind of I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, it's an idea that I'm still even now just trying to kind of like super grapple with exactly what the fuck they mean.
You gotta like kind of chew on it for a second.
Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, from like a, because that guy
fucking homework.
Because that dude's a Christian, because he's a Christian monk, right?
Yeah.
And so I think in the way that he's sort of
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that there is a read on it where he goes like, well, human beings are kind of like amongst like the ultimate profanity, the divine, you know what I mean? Like, or at least like we're the closest to it. We have the most superpowers on Earth. Like, we can think about things that we can think about what we think about. We can like, our intelligence is almost knows literally no bound. We are literally like, what's that?
It's like we had all the tools and all the things, and this is what we did.
Right, 100%. Yeah, like, no, 1,000%.
This is what we're choosing.
Yeah, like you know, whereas like, you know, it's like we got like, you know, Star Trek is like sitting like right there, and we're just not doing it. You know what I mean? And so like
right now, it's a mind fuck when you really think about it.
When
like, really think about how it's like post-abundance, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
we're kind
totally.
of living in a post-abundance thing, and this is.
Yeah, we're just not all on the same page and shit. And so like it's one of those things where, and the thing is that, you know, like nature, we're never really gonna be that way. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like, you know, like there's a like nature. I mean, like, there's a harmonious sort of thing, like when you squint your eyes. But if it's like a from an individual standpoint, it's fucking terrifying. You're like, you know what I mean? Like,
we could all be doing like all of our passions.
No, but we could.
And then we could just do the universal basic income thing, and everybody would be doing shit. And some people's passion is just hanging out, and that's fine. Yeah. And everybody has food, and it's like. Yeah. Oh my god, like, but no, because I want 5 houses and I want a fucking a million.
That's their passion, Morgan.
They're very passionate. And
why am I getting in the way?
No. We're talking to asshole. We're talking like captains of industry. It's like, you are heard, you are seen, and we don't. No, like.
No.
My passion is super yachts.
My passion is mine. Mine.
Yeah.
I have that.
Right. Yeah. Like
mine. Oh god.
Yeah, but I think that. But I really loved it. I mean, like, it's even within that kind of there is an element where you're just like, you guys got a point. You know what I mean? Like, in a certain sense of like, even though I don't, you know, it's like it's a very Christian based thing, and it's about how we just hate humans, and we hate ourselves. And we hate ourselves and stuff like that. Which I you know, like, it's one of the it kind of depends on how you're viewing it and looking at it. But like in the way that I think that they're kind of talking about it, it's about the gifts that we have. That we ate, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, like, could you imagine, like, just like if, like 2 dogs were like, I don't know, you want to build a car? You know what I mean? Like you know, like they can't do that. We can. You know what I mean? Like, and we can achieve like something that is absolutely miraculous. You know what I mean? And so there's a kind of and so that is, I think, what.
Yeah, but dogs went to the moon.
Dogs did go to the moon.
Right.
Just saying.
But
Cosmo the dog went to the moon.
That's true.
Those cosmonaut dogs. That's fascinating.
Sure.
I went down an internet hole.
Yeah.
On them dogs.
On them dogs. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Because
kind of sad.
It's all very sad, but it was the celebrity of it all. We're like, this one, they all have a name, and this one, like, that one ran away like 5 times, and then they had to, like, I'm like, kept running away, and then they would go and they would survive sometimes.
Sure.
They would go and come back. I was like, whoa, like, they were not.
And they come back and they all look like Canute.
They've seen the other side, and they've realized how small the world is, and it's almost like, man, why don't I just, like, you know, just chewing on a bone in the sun?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, this show has always been able to kind of press on some very kind of large and profound questions and things.
Yeah, revenge.
Within its world, like, I think, like, but this is the first time where they've kind of put their whole fucking
philosophy,
existential pussy into this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
slap their clit.
They pop they pop that pee like on that motherfucker for sure.
I guess they're kind of doing this whole thing of like really hammering home the Viking battle to God pipeline.
Yeah.
That idea of like God and fighting are so intrinsically tied together for their cultures.
Yeah. Or just like, and like how, like, just redefining, like, if you redefine what the God is, then you redefine how the life is lived. You know what I mean? Like, or something, or I think also just, like, they definitely are doing like a deconstructionist on like something that still pervades like unfortunately, pervades our world to this day. You know what I mean? And so and in that way, this show is very special, and this is a very special episode. It was. I did not have mind-altering fucking big question like this. It was a little bit. I don't know if it necessarily came out of nowhere, but
they've gone a little, because remember his whole
they've been pressing on stuff like this a little bit. Yeah, that's what I mean. They've given us some breadcrumbs, but this is the first time where they really went for it. It's
listen, you think you're building a legacy? Look at the timeline of all of life, right. And you look at the teeny little blip within a blip within a blip that humanity is here, and I'm telling you, your legacy is your fellow people. Yeah. It ain't your fucking.
Well, no, and
because it's not going to exist.
Right. Well, no, and also the whole thing, just give it a long enough timeline, it's not you're not here anymore. You don't count. You know what I mean? And so
you are meaningless after death. You are everything you are is what you are within
here.
The context
of
everything you are and what came.
They were saying you're meaningful when you're dead. That's when you matter.
You're meaning a full belly for a wolf. I'm telling you that.
Finally,
but when they kind of did the whole thing where he was just but then he also kind of just stood idly by while 62 people got fucking got annihilated just to protect you. Why? What for? You know what I mean? And that was cool.
So
I like that a lot.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I think that's a little bit of that's. I like this. This is a big turning of the page for Canute, in a big way. And so I don't know, or just and possibly for these other things. I mean, now I think we're gonna have, because that's the other thing about thorfinn is that we do kind of, it's we're cracking open this motherfucker. We need to take whatever mushrooms these guys are eating and fucking give them to fucking Thorfinn so he can give up this, so he can.
Yeah, he needs to
give up this thing. There's a little bit of the Arya.
Probably had some. That's why he was lived his life after war the way he did. He seemed like a guy who had an epiphany.
I no, absolutely. I mean,
smoked weed once and was you think about it.
Yeah, when you think about it,
why am I doing this?
Yeah,
this is terrible.
I became great at an awful thing. You know what I mean? And the whole and so I think that because there is this show may get into the conversation that I would have loved to have gotten into more with Arya in Thrones.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? That we kind of never really did. We're just having fun making her Batman for especially those last 2 episodes, and not really being the list. Fuck the list.
Yeah.
You think your dad? You think that's what Ned wanted you to fucking live for?
You know what? This is remind me. With Arya and no, you're exactly right. Because I'm having this epiphany now where I'm oh yeah, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a point we were watching the Sopranos documentary thing where a character who's a good character in the show, one of the few good people, has a choice.
Oh yeah.
And chooses and makes the choice and makes does the fork in the road.
Gets out of it.
The showrunner was saying was not doing the thing. When they had every reason in the world to do the thing, and you're and they got to keep their soul. So it's this very there's always that moment where you're you got a choice, man.
Right, and is the writing good enough, and are the writers good enough, and are they aware enough of to have that conversation? And
I was if Arya had the chance to kill someone, but then she realized it's not about the killing, it's about her family.
Yeah.
That's the moment you needed, the moment that she could get the thing that she wanted. But
it's why she should have been the last one to fucking find Cersei, and then let her go. Or something.
Eat shit and live.
yeah.
That's my philosophy. Eat shit and live.
Yeah. I mean, that. Yeah. All right. And it seems like this show, certainly with this episode, and certainly with other moments that we've had within this show, can have that conversation and can have it in a real way. You know what I mean? And so, and that makes this show pretty. A little cut above the rest. What people call this. Some people are in the comments because we're getting ready to start rolling these out. They were saying you guys are getting ready to start Vinland Saga. It's peak. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
people really, they like, I mean, a lot of people love this show. Like,
I mean,
you know
if
what I
it's
mean? Like,
this shit, yeah.
totally.
I'm getting it.
Yeah,
less,
totally.
less
Pretty great.
disgusting egg Frenchman.
Ah, no, I need more
he
of
was
that
the
guy.
best. Bring him back. What are you talking about? What do you mean? You're talking about
Okay.
the red wine and the
Okay,
cigarettes.
talk
That is the
about a
meaning
brother.
of life.
What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, brother, what is that?
Brother,
yeah,
what is
absolutely.
that?
Yeah.
What is that, brother? Ooh. Yeah,
One
totally.
to the up to another.
God. But yeah, so great episode. And I think a turning point for multiple characters will be very interesting to kind of see. Like Dustin said, they're going on a journey and not just like on foot. You know what I mean? Like, so this was a good one. So again, if you guys are having a good time, whatever fucking crazy fun action shit, existential shit, maybe the combining of the two that happens in the next couple episodes, you guys want to get a gander at those before anybody else does, you guys can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. The link's in the top end comments in the description below. You click that, you head on over, just hit us up with just $5 to get you on the premium, not on the premium stream, on the Toon tier, the animation tier. That gets you full and uncut access to all of our animated coverage, including the next two episodes 20 and 21 of Vinland Saga Season 1. So we hope you guys consider doing that, but if you can't do that, hit us with that like and that subscribe, ring the bell thing, because that shit always helps, or maybe it's a help and a hurt. I don't give a listen, y'all.
Listen, let's just talk real, right?
Let's just talk real right now.
just get
Gonna talk
involved.
real.
The thing is that I say these things not because of the fact that I'm trying to wrangle this algorithm thing, or I'm trying to like make a life better for myself and my friends and like all that other type of stuff. The thing that I'm actually trying to do is that it comes down to just trying to be loved. And this is a token of that,
Love
and I'm
doesn't
asking
exist.
for it. No, it exists, but with each and every one that you guys can give, it will disprove my point.
1 like equals 1 love.
Totally.
Please help.
So listen.
Whoa.
Whoa. but so what I mean to say is that do it or not. We're glad that you're here.
We're glad you're
We hope
here.
that you guys are doing okay. We hope that you guys are doing okay, and you're in your little corner of the cosmos. And if you guys want to be a part of it, we'd love to have you. You just got to exchange like a couple of things that maybe mean something to you, maybe don't. Whatever it is, they're just dollars, they're just cents. And if you guys are willing to do that, if not, it was still magical to have you guys here. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us, and we'll check y'all later.